As you guys know, I lowered my Golf R, and I think it's gorgeous, and it just, the fitment is just, all the wheel tuck on all of the wheels. Now there's one huge issue with all of this wheel tuck, and I can't turn. I don't know about you guys, but I like having the fenders not be buckled and bent and messed up, and for some reason, well, that's what keeps happening. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As I just explained, after I lowered the car, I keep hitting my fenders. We are rubbing terribly, and I need to fix it before I just destroy and pooch my fenders completely, because they're starting to get there already. On camera it might be hard to show, but right here it's not supposed to look like that. So we have like 4 options of what we could do to try and fix this. Number 1, which I kind of want to try to do, is raise the car just a hair. And I really don't know if that is even an option with these coilovers. They're the extreme lows. I took them out of the box, slapped them on, so they could go higher. I'm not sure. Number 2 is these are BC coilovers. So they do have camber adjustability. So we could just bring them in just a little bit, and that could give me enough clearance, because right now the problem is when I hit a turn and I hit a bump, it just shoots it right up and it hits the fenders, and it's on both sides. And then lastly, step 3, or the third option, is we could try to stiffen the dampening on it so it won't go down as much when I hit a bump. So I want to try to raise them, and that's the first thing I'm going to try to do, and I'm not sure if it's even a thing or not with these, but it might be. I don't know if they send them to you with max height. So we're going to try raising it just a hair, and I'm saying just a hair. I want it I like being this low, but I just want to save my fenders. You can just see where it's rubbing on the tires too, and it is shredding these things. Now looking under the car here, I'm rubbing through a lot of stuff here, and I'm rubbing through all of my fender liner on towards the front. Hopefully I can raise just a little bit, because that would be ideal. So I just twisted it like 5 times around, and hopefully that will solve my problems, because I'm losing paint and I'm not having fun. I might still camber it just a little bit, but maybe not. But it looks like I can definitely raise it some more. Now this is definitely going to be one of those times where I'm going to have to lift the car up 15 times to see if my fitment is right. So I remember what it looked like kind of when I first put the wheels on the first time I lowered it, but at the same time the springs were brand new out of the box, so it was a little bit different, but this is already looking much better. Now I still do want to tuck the fronts. I just don't want to tuck them as extremely, because I want to save my tires and my fenders. So hopefully I got it right the first time, and I don't have to do this more than once. That would be ideal. Knowing my luck, it ain't going to be that easy, but hopefully it will be. We're still tucking a bit of tire, but I think this fitment might be a little bit better. I'm just gonna turn the car on, see if we can, we'll do a little finger fricking on it and see if it helped at all. May not look it, but we got a lot more clearance. I can actually put my finger in here now. I think we're still gonna rub a little bit, so I'm gonna adjust the dampening a little bit, but that is much better than it was. If you look on the other side here, my finger doesn't even go in here. So we'll do 2 or 3 clicks of dampening, and that should be good. And we'll do the other side right quick. Got our little dampy boys out. I went with 4 clicks on each side, but you can definitely see the ride height difference, which makes me sad, because I wanted to be stupid low, but I didn't want to kill my fenders, because I can't afford new fenders right now. But you can see the right side is definitely higher, which I'm trying to make this as even as possible. The right side's definitely higher. We'll quickly do the passenger side right quick, and we'll go for a little drivey poo and see if we still scrape. She likes to keep supervision on me. You know what I think is crazy? When I put these coilovers on, I did it, I think 3 or 4 days ago at this point, and it was like 50-ish degrees. And then the next day I woke up to 4 inches of snow, and it was like 10 degrees. And that's when I had to fix my back, and I recorded the rest of my video. And like 3-4 days later, it's like 65 today. And there's no snow, it's a lot of mud. Crazy. I think the craziest part is that this side really wasn't even that bad. Like this buckling, it's a little bit there, but ain't the worst, you know? This side wasn't even bad, so. Yeah, it's nice, like with these kind of coilovers and how they seat, it's actually really easy to adjust them because you just have to pull the top down, unscrew the 1 bolt thing, and just send it. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. All you gotta do is just twist it a few times and you're good. When I had the BRZ, you had to do it from the spring because they're partial threads and these are full threads. So these make it a little bit easier. Again, if you have friends, this makes it a lot easier. Alright, I'm going to tighten down the lugs right quick while it's on the ground. Still tucking a little bit of tire in the front, not as much as we were though. So this side, I mean the passenger side, I didn't really have issues. It was the driver's side I was having issues with. And it looks like the driver's side still looks lower. I'm not sure if the coilovers came like adjusted the same. So I might have to do a little bit more on the passenger's or the driver's side just to get the fitment just how I want it. But do a little fitment check on the side here. We're barely tucking, but it's still kind of a tuck. I'm kind of lower than it, but it is still tucking there. Yeah, the driver's side is definitely lower. Well, we're gonna go for a quick little ride around the block to see if we're still having any issues. But I might have to raise the driver's side just a hair because it looks a little bit lower on that side for whatever reason. So we got the GoPro out, we got it up. So we're gonna see, hopefully this fitment is pretty much fixed now. The first step is always the driveway test. And I think I'm gonna go a different way than I usually do because I usually scrape over here. Driveway test was successful, and that is important. Oh, this feels better, honestly. The drive feels a little bit harder, but not like, it's comfortable. The front definitely feels different than the back now. So I might want to adjust the back dampening too, but this feels really good. Damn, I'm pleased with this so far. Hopefully we don't scrape anymore though. And I think my car is probably gonna end up pulling to the one side because the one side definitely looks lower than the other. All right, we'll see. Oh, no scrapes at all. That's money right there. When you're not scraping at all, damn. Now I pooched my fenders and I should have done this in the beginning, but it was so cold and late so I didn't adjust them at all. Kind of wish I did though. But we're gonna go around some windies and hopefully it doesn't scrape at all. Car still looks pretty low and pretty good. The back is still tucking really good. Let's see right here. Yeah, there's nothing. We're golden right now. Yeah, we went around that turn pretty quickly without a scrape. Now the real test is gonna be the highway, honestly. The highway is like where I scrape the most. I live in Pennsylvania and our roads are terrible. I probably should have had my windows up the whole time. I don't even know if you guys can hear me that entire time. But so far, so good. We're not scraping, we're not rubbing anymore, nothing. And we would have scraped definitely before. We don't got that super crazy hot boy fitment anymore, which is upsetting, but yeah, and definitely making the springs harder feels a lot better too. So I gotta avoid these damn potholes though. Pennsylvania's potholes everywhere. It's a horrible situation. Right now we pretty much have the same fitment as I had on the BRZ, and I think until I get, unless I camber it out, I think this is pretty much as low as I can really go. I could probably go like a half turn lower in the front, but I don't know if I'm going to. Maybe once it gets warmer out, because it's supposed to be like 20 degrees outside tomorrow, so maybe when it gets warmer out, I'll adjust it again to go a little bit lower, but not that much lower. But right now this feels, it literally feels stock now. It feels really good. Yeah, we're full locking. I'm going over bumps. I'm not rubbing at all. Now we have one more big test up here that's coming, and it's the road to my house, and it's like super extreme. And every single time I went up there, it doesn't matter how much you angle, you always get it. And I always scrape going into my driveway too, because I have a really intense driveway. So that's another thing we're gonna have to test out. 4 clicks of dampening though, that was definitely the move. I guess I like stiffer springs than not. The back is still a little bit spongy though, so I'll probably end up adjusting those 4 clicks as well. All right, here's the biggest test right now. This is where I rub every time. Oh, I don't know if I rubbed It didn't sound like Fender. I think I just hit the front lip off the ground. But hey, that's better than me destroying and pushing my fenders. So the next thing I'm gonna try to do, my driveway, and then I'm gonna try to actually fix the fenders in the driveway test. I got an extreme drive, we'll see how that is. Nothing. That is a beautiful feeling. Beautiful. So that the driving test went super smooth, and I'm not gonna have any issues with this fitment now. And I wanted it to be lower, and I liked how low it was, but we had to raise it a little bit. And I'm not really tucking anymore, which I guess I'm still tucking tire, but I want to be tucking a lot more, which is sad. But I'll save tires this way, and I can actually drive them backwards again, hopefully. So what I'm gonna try doing now is fixing the fender with a little bit of heat and just pushing it in, because it is bowed out like a mother right now. So we're gonna get the heat gun out and see what we can do. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not sure this is even gonna work, so bear with me. I wasn't actually gonna do that. So we're just gonna try putting a little bit of heat on it, because you can see right here, it's really bad. A little bit of heat, and just try pushing it in, I guess. And I'm gonna be careful not to use too much heat on here, just enough to soften it up a bit. You know, that actually might have worked a little bit. It actually worked a little bit. It still needs a little bit more, like right here. So we're gonna try it. Hey, that's money right there. That's money. It's definitely not perfect, but it's passable now. Now, the problem with the driver's side is that right here, we are losing paint. So I'm kind of afraid to do it anymore, because it's heating it up and it's just gonna take the paint right off. So that eventually is probably gonna chip even worse, but it does look a little bit better. I mean, there's a little bit of a nub there, and it's still bowed out a bit. And I did the other side, and the other side came out pretty fucking mint too, not gonna lie. So it's better than it was. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna try to redeem my slow-mo reel, because last time I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna try cleaning up here a little bit, do a little slow-mo for the fitment check, and we'll see how it goes. So we're definitely not as low as we were before, and the front fitment is a little bit whack, but some back spacers and maybe even a small front spacer, we might look pretty good and still not rub. So with that being said, the car is actually drivable again, which is exciting, because I wanted to drive the car and it really kind of was undrivable for a minute. So car is drivable again, which is a beautiful thing, and I'm happy about it. Ooh, she looks so good from the back though. Like, damn, she got a pretty good squat on her. There's one thing that needs to be done with this car, and I'm surprised I never did it. It's get rid of this stupid license plate cover. It's stupid, and I hate it. Definitely a melancholy day here, because we had to raise the Golf R here, but still looks good. Still much lower than I think the BRZ even was. So I think we got some decent fitment still here. So I am gonna leave you guys off here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Golf R content. I know it's not our usual stuff and style of doing things, but I'm trying some new things this year. And don't worry, Civic content is coming back, because parts for this car are so damn expensive, I need to save up for them. So I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So if you guys could please do me a few things. Comment, like, subscribe, keep doing that fun stuff, keep doing you, stay motivated, boys. Peace out and peace.